Okay, who abandoned their grandpa at a Goodwill?
Hi there, young people.
Well, hello. Welcome back to my amazing friends, and welcome to those who are new. And if you're a subscriber of my channel, I bet you weren't expecting to see my face again this quick.
Baba Booey.
So, while preparing for Tuesday's video, I decided it would be beneficial for me to visit the Goodwill because I was looking for more pieces to feature on that video, and also I was attempting to get some thrifting footage in order to show some things that I would keep my eye out for in the thrift store. I haven't edited either of these videos since then, so I have no idea if that footage even made the cut, so I don't know if it was really worth going. But because I can't be trusted to go into a thrift store without coming out with bags of stuff, I did end up buying some stuff. So we may as well just do a haul, right? To make it all worth it, because then I can count it as a tax write-off.
That's a write-off.
I went into this Goodwill mostly looking for clothes, not really for me to buy, but to show you guys. However, I did come home with some things for myself, so I may as well show you guys. First, I picked up this beautiful, kind of a minty icy blue top, and it has some really pretty details. It's off the shoulder, very much on brand for me. And there was actually a very similar color top, it was also kind of off the shoulder on ThredUp that I was looking at, that I was considering getting. But as we know, ThredUp is a little bit more pricey. This was $5.99, so just a little bit cheaper. Next, this was actually something, I think both of these were things that I was showing off in that video for like nightcore or fairycore, but I couldn't pass this up. I love a good sweater, especially when it's burgundy, and I also just really love this detail on the side. It's like a braided, I don't know what you call that. It's also very, very soft. It's like a blanket. I live in sweaters like that, so I had to get it. You know what I mean? Next, this is another thing that I was showing as an example in order to build a fairy-esque outfit because of the dainty details like the sleeves and the little applique detail. And I ended up just buying it for myself because it's so pretty. Now, this robe does not have the belt. It didn't come with it. I did not notice when I bought it, but I plan on wearing this like a kimono over some like whimsical outfits. So, you know, I didn't really mind because I have thrifted from the robe section and ended up wearing it as fashion before. In fact, one of my favorite duster jackets was from the robe / pajama section at Goodwill. So whatever, man. I do what I want. Next, I always visit the textiles like the sheets, pillowcases, quilts, bedding, fabric, with the view that I could use the fabric for a future sewing project. Lord knows when I'm ever gonna get to that. But I don't know what size this sheet is. I just really love the print. It's super cottagecore and whimsical, and I could use it as a sheet, like in the summertime if I don't wanna have the quilt on the bed. But I'm actually thinking it'd be cute to make like either a skirt, a dress, or maybe even a two-piece set, maybe a skirt and a top that I can mix and match but then wear together to make it look like a dress. Brilliant, if I have enough fabric. Now, when it comes to other home items, I almost didn't grab this and I would have regretted it because it's very, very me, but it's this beautiful tulip 3D piece of artwork. It's like a, I don't really know what you would call this, but I'm definitely gonna add this to my gallery wall. And it has a little, the thing that you put on a nail in the back already. So this looks like it'll be super easy to hang, which I like that. Next, I wasn't gonna get any more like little jars unless it was like the Lenox Spice Village canisters that I'm eagerly looking for, because I am eventually going to be redoing my kitchen and making it a little bit more my style because I haven't really touched it in a really long time. So when I do that, I do want to replace my canisters that are on my counter with those. Other than that, I wasn't going to get any more, but I did grab this. And my rule is if I find something that I like that I can find a use for, like I already know what I'm gonna use it for, I get it. And what this is gonna be for is for my bathroom, because in my bathroom I have this little jar that I used to keep cotton rounds in, and I wanted to also put Q-tips in there, not for your ears, never use Q-tips in your ears. And right now they're just like shoved in the closet and it's not very efficient, but the Q-tips don't really go in the jar that it's currently in there. It's just a cute little like pumpkin jar that I got from IKEA. Not IKEA, Daiso. But I'm gonna have to find a different use for it because I can't stick Q-tips in it. So this would be cute because it's tall enough, you can stick them in, and I can stick cotton rounds and cotton balls in there, and you know, we love good cute storage. So next, I was really happy when I found this. I don't really know what I'm going to use it for, but it's the same brand as those placemats that I got from my bins haul. But I love the artwork, and this is a really good price, 99 cents for this. I recently saw a set, the tea set from this brand, I think it's, yeah, and it was like $300 for the whole set. For a lot of pieces, but like for 99 cents for one piece, that's pretty dang good. So I grabbed it, and you know me, I love the botanical stuff. Next, okay, so I'm gonna show you the thing, and then I'm gonna tell you the story about how I befriended someone's grandpa and talked to him for way too long, and my husband was in the car wondering what the heck I was doing because I was only supposed to be there for like half an hour, and anyway, first I'll show you. So this is the piece. It's this really interesting kind of cone slash pyramid shaped piece, and it has these cutouts of stars, and there's like some gold reflective detail to it. I believe you're supposed to stick this over a candle and then the light will kind of shine through. It's very whimsigoth, and I kind of went back and forth on this piece because it's just so unique. It might be handmade. It has like someone's initial engraved in here and then the year. So that's pretty cool. Because it's so unique, I was like, I don't know if I want to get this. Is this my style? But at the same time, it's so unique and it's so pretty that I was like, I'm going to regret this if I don't get it, because it's just so cool. You don't see things like this, and I could probably find a place for it and maybe put it on a candle dish and put a candle underneath it, and it's gonna look really awesome. So I found this while talking to this older gentleman who actually approached me and started a conversation when I was looking at some other little house cookie jars, and he was telling me about how he found some of this exact Goodwill a long time ago, and I was telling him how, yeah, I see these all the time at this specific Goodwill, and we ended up having just a really long conversation about anything and everything. While talking to him, I definitely discerned that he, like me, is ADHD. Definitely more of an extroverted version. I'm more introvert. We ended up talking for like, when I say we were talking, it was mostly him doing the talking, but I'm not saying that in like an annoyed way. Whenever I meet people like that are super friendly and very outgoing and talkative, I try to give them space to talk, especially when it's an older person, because they may not have someone in their lives to really have like that social connection. And I discerned from his from what he was telling me about his life that he does have grandkids, but like, I don't know. I know not everyone has contact or is close to their grandparents, so I was just like, all right. Part of me was like, okay guy, I gotta go. So I started, like, after standing there for like 20 minutes while he was like hopping around to different subjects. That's how I knew he was ADHD. He was telling me about all his different hobbies, all the different things he did in his life. He moved around a lot. He is very tactile and like crafty and creative person. So I was like, clocking the fact that we're both neurodivergent, although he's 82, so he's probably undiagnosed. I don't think they had that diagnosis back then. But anyway, eventually I was like, all right, I'm just gonna keep shopping, because I've just been standing here like wanting to look at stuff. So I just kept like walking down the aisle, and he would like follow me, he'd tell me about stuff. And eventually after that, I think he kind of got the hint that like, I gotta keep moving, because it was getting late. And I got there like at 4:30 and it was like 6:30. I'd been there for 2 hours. I don't know if that was all me or if I talked to him for a lot longer than I thought, because I'm a little bit time blind. But yeah, it was a long time, and then eventually he's like, okay, I gotta go. But then he came back. But my whole point is, if you have grandparents and you do not talk to them, or if you don't have time to talk to them, make time for your grandparents. They need social interaction just as much as anyone else. Unless, of course, you don't have a good relationship with them. They might be a narcissist. They might have contributed to your trauma. Then that's okay if you have boundaries with them. It's the same like if you have a narcissistic narcissistic parent, you don't talk to them. But if you don't have any reason why you don't talk to your grandparents, talk to them, visit with them. They will love it. Otherwise, someone like me will steal them from you. They will be my grandparents because my grandparents are dead, except for one of them, but one of those situations where we're estranged. So that's my PSA. Hang out with your grandparents. They're cool. They've done cool things.
I salute you, elder citizenry.
This guy apparently traveled the world and worked on 747 airplanes, which I related to because my grandpa was a plane technician in the Air Force, I think, at one point. So anyway, I like talking to older people. That's just me. So that is my TED Talk for you, and the memory that I now have implanted on this piece right here, because I was holding this piece like the whole time I was talking to him. Nice old man. His name was Harry. Shout out to Harry. I doubt he's ever gonna watch this. Just a couple more pieces now. I grabbed a couple bottles. I originally was just going for a bottle like this, maybe even bigger. I should have gotten the other. There was like quite a few of them, but I only grabbed one. But I have a specific purpose for this, what I want to use it for, which I might talk about later, so I'm not gonna really babble on about it. This was $3.99, but I found this bottle while looking. I don't know how well you can see the detail on this, but I thought it was super pretty. Yeah, $2.99, not too bad. Nice glass bottle. And then lastly, these were in packages, but I took them out because I'm gonna be using them. I already put 2 of these in my bedroom, but I got some candlesticks, which I've been on the hunt for because I have so many different like candelabras, you know, wall-mounted candle holders that needed candlesticks, and also have a lot of like brass candle holders that need sticky boys. I snatched them and I really love this color. This is like one of my favorite colors right now, this green. So there was 4 in this pack, and then there was 2 in this pack of these. Yeah. So that's the haul. That's what I picked up this week. I hope you guys enjoyed this bonus video for the week. Let me know what your favorite piece was, and maybe tell me a little bit about your grandparents. If you have any fond memories hanging out with or hearing stories from your grandparents, whether they're alive now or whether they've passed on. Or maybe it's not even your biological grandparents. Maybe it's an older person who was like a surrogate grandparent that you want to talk about.
Hey, I'm not your grandfather.
Let me know, you know, let's discuss. Let's share some stories. I love, you know, this positive community that we have and that we can swap stories, and it's really beautiful. So thank you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next week. Bye.